All right, welcome everybody. Take a second to go over this disclaimer if you have not already. In the meantime, I will drop a playlist link in the chat if you would like to listen along. Feel free to do that. I'll give everyone a second to take a look at the disclaimer and also get set up with the playlist if you want to do that, and then we'll get ready to get started. All right, so again, welcome everybody. If you want to listen along to the music, as I was saying, go ahead, cue that up. I'll give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1, go, and then on go, we'll get started. So, make sure I just have the right playlist here, which, okay, there we go. All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. And remembering to take it off shuffle because that's my New Year's resolution. All right, so we're gonna get started down in child's pose, so you can find your way down onto your mat. Your knees can be close together, or they can be spread out a little bit wider. Whatever you prefer. Have the big toes come to touch. Feel the hips sinking back towards your ankles. Closing your eyes, letting your forehead sink into the mat. We will get settled in down here. Just taking some time to sink into your mat. Feel yourself as you exhale. Just trying to really get planted down onto your mat. Big inhale in through the nose. Deep exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. You just feel kind of a heavy, just draping down. Feel the points of contact, your forehead, your knees, your arms, tops of your feet. Another big inhale, fill up. Deep exhale, sigh it out. Whatever you did this week, earlier this morning, leaving that in the past. Whatever you got going on after this class, just leave that in the future. I'm just trying to spend this time we have in the present. We'll shift coming into our ujjayi, our ocean breath. Keep the inhale through your nose. Hold it for a second, the back of your throat. As you exhale, it releases back out through the nose. We'll find our own pace, our own rhythm. As you inhale, your fingertips can inch towards the top of your mat. As you exhale, hands can walk their way over to the right, coming off the edge of your mat, so you can start to feel a stretch along that left rib cage. Another inhale. On this exhale, your hands walk through center, over to the left. And we find our way back to stillness. Remember that our child's pose is kind of like our designated resting place. If at any point you want to return here, you're welcome to do so. Slowly as we inhale, we'll find our way up onto our hands and knees, coming into a table. Wrists are beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. We'll take some time to circle, going as wide and as deep as you'd like. You start going one way, eventually reversing, going the opposite. And slowly back to center. We'll take our cat and cow stretches. So you inhale, belly drops, gaze looks up. Exhale, curling, rolling to your cat. Inhaling forward. Exhale, rolling up. Inhaling forward. And just a couple times at your own pace, your own breath. Eventually coming to stillness, we'll spread the fingers wide, we'll flip the toes under, lifting the hips up, pressing them back, finding your way into your downward facing dog. Hands and feet are about hip width distance, pressing your weight back into your legs. This first dog, feel free to alternate back and forth, bending one knee. And the other is one knee bends, that other heel gets a little closer to your mat. And just seeing how everything feels, what might be the first dog of the day for many of us. You know, are your hamstrings a little tight? Shoulders a little stiff? Or maybe you're nice, loose, open, ready to go. Wherever you are, just being aware of that. And as we keep coming back to this pose, you can keep checking in and sort of seeing how the feelings start to change. From stillness, take an inhale, look up between the hands. The knees will bend, dropping the hips a little bit, and then stepping or hopping your way up to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Take an inhale and rise halfway, finding your flat back. Crown of the head shines forward. Exhale, folding. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, we roll our way up to standing. Your neck, your head are the last things to come up. When you get to the top, reach our arms up. Hands come together. Then fall to your sides, toe heeling your feet together. Feeling the activation rising in the quads, the core. Shoulder rolls up and back. Palms are open, fingers spreading wide. You can set your gaze on something. You can close your eyes. Slowly, let's let our hands meet at heart center, closing the eyes. We'll take a moment to set an intention for our practice, something we'd like to focus on as we move through our flow. Inhale, lifting that intention, lifting the arms up overhead. Slight little back bend before we exhale and fold through heart center. Rising halfway. Exhale, hands go down. Step the feet back. High plank. On this first one, let's let the knees drop. Coming to the tops of the feet. Elbows spin, they point behind us. Slowly, we're lowering our chest and chin. Inhale, heart lifts, finding a cobra. Exhale, toes flip back, returning downward facing dog. So using these opening sequences to just start getting everything warmed up, getting used to bending, folding, all that good stuff. Inhale, look up, bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, exhale, fold, rolling your way up to standing. Your neck, your head are the last things that come up. You get to the top, arms overhead. Hands through heart center, let them fall to our sides. Breathing tall, inhale, reach up. So you exhale, let your left arm reach forward. Right arm comes behind you. Turning, looking down that back arm if your neck is okay with that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, switching, right goes forward, left goes back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, this time you can swan dive, fold forward, lead with the heart. Spreading the arms wide. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, the hands down, the feet step back, high plank. Option to drop your knees like we did before. Option to keep them lifted as you lower and hover into our chaturanga. From there, inhaling forward to your cobra or finding your upward facing dog where the hips and quads are off the mat. Exhale, toes flip back, downward facing. Inhale again, look forward. Let the knees bend, the hips drop, step or hop to the top of your mats. Flat back, inhale, fold, exhale. Reverse, sweep tall. Hands through heart center to our sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Rising halfway, hands down. You can step to your high plank. You can float to your low plank. Everyone will lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we flip back. And then breathing here in our downward facing dog. So as we keep moving, as you guys all know, we're going to keep doing that flat back, high, low plank, up dog, down dog sequence a bunch. It's up to you to modify, pick and choose how you'd like to do that. If you want to step back, drop the knees, come up through cobra, float to your low plank, up to your upward facing, or you can skip the whole thing entirely and just pull back to your down dog. Choose your own adventure. Okay. So meeting back in our dog, we'll start to add on some more standing poses. We're trying to keep with this idea of moving and breathing. Inhale, look up, bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale, fold, exhale. Reverse, sweep tall. Legs come together, hips drop back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Core is engaged. Fingers reach forward, inhale. Exhale, sinking. Strong core keeps your lower back straight. Reach forward, straighten and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, toes flip, downward facing. Take an inhale and lift the right leg tall. As you exhale, step that right foot forward between the hands. Turn and plant your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Strong core lifts your torso, lifts your arms, finding your way up to a warrior one. We lunge into our front knee. Keep it over your ankle. Maybe as you sink into your lunge, you feel this left hip pressing forward. Core is engaging, it's reaching the arms overhead. And breathing here. Can you think about sinking a little deeper into your lunge? Can you feel about the shoulders dropping a little bit farther away from the ears, feeling the space? Breathe in. Exhale, turn open, find a warrior two, back foot parallel, front foot forward. Arms are level. You're looking forward, you're sinking down. Spin, drop the back arm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill it through all the way, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, flipping back, downward facing. We'll lift the left leg. As we exhale, we'll step it forward. Pivot and plant, 45-degree angle with the back foot. Strong core lifts us up, warrior one. Inhale. Sinking into your lunge. Breathe in. Turn open, warrior two. As you lower down, you're trying to feel the feet squeezing together. It's engaging the underside of your legs. Inhale, spin, drop, reverse. Exhale, windmill down, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take an inhale, look up, bend the knees, drop the hips, step or hop to the top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, fold, reverse, sweep tall. Sitting back, Utkatasana, core is engaged. Engage the glutes, sink down. Maybe you're pulling the heels off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Flat back, hands down, high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Flip it back, downward facing. Lift the right leg tall. Let it step forward. Strong core takes us up. Big inhale, warrior one. Exhale, turn open, warrior two. Spin, drop, reverse. Exhale, windmill down, stepping high to low. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Lift the left leg up. Let it step forward. Plant. Strong core takes us up. Warrior one. Exhale, open warrior two. Reverse. Windmill down, high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Meeting us back. Downward facing. Big inhale through the nose. Deep exhale, side out through the mouth. One more of those. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, side out. Inhale, look forward. Knees bend, hips drop, step or hop. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Reverse. Sweep up. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Lift the heart. Drop the hands high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right leg lifts tall. This time as you exhale, bring that right knee in towards your nose. Inhale, kick it tall. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale it to the left. Inhale, kick. Step, plant. Pull it up. Warrior one. Exhale, open warrior two. Spinning, reversing. Windmilling, high plank and hold. And rooting into that right hand. Heels fall to the left. Left arm lifts tall. Option to drop this right leg and make a kickstand. From either position, you can lift the left leg up. Strong core. Inhale. Exhale, square it off. Lower. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, toes flip back. Downward facing. The left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step, plant. Warrior one. Open warrior two. Dropping, reversing, windmilling. High plank, hold. Left hand roots. Right arm up. Strong core lifts you wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale, square it off. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, look up. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Step or hop. Flat back. Fold. Reverse. Sweep up. Sitting back. Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, sweep both arms to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, sweep left. Inhale, center. Sweep right. Center. Sweep left. Center, lift the heels. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels low, hips drops, arms beside us for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten, fold forward. Lift the heart, flat back. Hands down, step or hop. Chaturanga or meet back. Downward facing. Inhale through your up dog. Exhale, everyone finds downward facing. From here, I want you to just step your hands in just a little closer to your feet. Then take this left arm, reach it for the right ankle. And you start to look under your right arm. Your head can go forward a little bit if that feels okay. And then slowly just find your way back to center. Take this right arm, Reach it for the left ankle. And same thing, but just twisting to the left. And then slowly back to center. Hands coming a little closer together. Elbows point out to the side. Start to lower the crown of the head towards the ground. And just press it back up. Lower. Press. One more lower. And press. Lifting the right leg tall. Step it forward. Coming up. Warrior one. Opening warrior two. Spin, drop the back arm, reversing your warrior. This time bring the forearm to the front quad. Left arm is gonna lift, extend out in front of you, trying to have one straight line up out your fingertips. Lifting the right arm up. Inhale. Maybe reaching it out in front of you. And if so, strong core is going to take us to standing. Exhale is going to take us back. Inhale, center. Come forward. Center. And back. Center. Forward hold. 3, 2, 1. The right hand goes down. Can you step the right leg back, finding your side plank? Inhale. Exhale, square it off. Lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Step forward, plant, come up. Warrior one, opening warrior two. Drop, reverse. Bring that forearm to the quad. You can reach it out, and then you can reach it up. Inhale, center. Bring it back. Center, forward, center, and back, center, forward, hold, 3, 2, 1. Let the left hand root, step the left leg back, right arm reaches tall. So you exhale, find your high plank. Lower your right forearm. Lower your left forearm. Core is engaged here. Left hand comes under. Right hand comes under. Lower chaturanga. Press up, high plank. Right forearm down. Left forearm down. Core is engaged. Right hand under, left hand under, chaturanga, press up, high plank, right hand down, left arm down, hold here, breathing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up, high plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, downward facing, dropping the knees, coming back, child's pose. Feel free to reach the arms behind you, to interlace the fingers, get a sip of water. Okay. So we're going to find our way from our child's pose up to a table. And then from a table up to a downward facing dog. And then I'd like us to walk our hands in a little closer like we did before. Hands come in a little closer together. And again, elbows splay out to the side. Crown of the head drops to the mat. And then extend back up. Do this a couple times. And then what you're going to do is as you go down, you're going to then press, spring, and then come to a forward fold at the back of your mat. So you might need some momentum, but hopefully you all made it up and we're here. If you didn't, just remember that waiver you agreed to before you came to class. Take a folded ragdoll, interlace your hands around your elbows, gently swaying from side to side, nodding your head yes, shaking it no. And then slowly, let's roll our way up to standing. And then we'll do our balance sequence to get up to the top of the mat. So we're going to start with tree, standing back here. Root into your right foot. Your left foot is going to start to kickstand. It's going to come up to your lower leg, or it's going to come up to your quad. You can put it anywhere you want, just don't have it right at your knee. Hands find their way to your heart center. Maybe you reach them up overhead, growing your tree. Slowly, that knee comes in towards your chest. You're going to extend the leg, step to the middle of the mat, and then you're going to bend the right leg, reaching back. Try to keep this right knee in towards your body and have it kick and go straight back as you start to tilt your chest forward, coming to your dancer. And you can really get this leg high up if you pull it out to the side, but I prefer you don't do that. Just have it go straight back. And then slowly releasing that. Right knee's into the chest, then the right leg steps forward. We end up with this left knee into our chest. The left leg crosses over the right, and then the left arm is trying to thread under the right arm. If your shoulders are tight, just bring your forearms together. That's okay. And then slowly, you can open up the arms and come to this figure four shape. I'll spin so I face you. The foot is flexed. This left knee is pressing back. And then arms come to your heart center. You can come out in front of you. Just trying to sit back. You should feel this in that back hip. Maybe your hands can find a block to the ground. Maybe you can come down super low. I'm just going to stay up tall because I like the stretch better here. And again, just trying to breathe here. And whenever you're done with it, we're going to uncurl this leg. We're going to shoot it back, ending up in a runner's lunge. Bring your hands both to the inside of your right leg. Let that right foot slide out to the side of your mat too. And then have the toes turned so they maybe face like 1 or 2 o'clock if your mat was a clock face. And then slowly we can start to let the forearms fall to the mat, coming into our lizard. And we'll breathe here for a little bit. Just making sure that your front knee and your front foot point the same direction. And then slowly, you can start to walk the wrists beneath the shoulders. Bring this leg back to the center line. And let's take the counter stretch by straightening the leg. You could sit back towards the ankles and sitting down, but I'll take it up here. And then slowly come back to this kind of kneeling stance. Flip the back toes under, coming up to a conventional runner's lunge. So you inhale, you're pulsing down. And as you exhale, straighten this leg. I want you to plant the back foot at a 45-degree angle like a warrior, 1 foot. Then bring the torso up for a second. Really try to extend out from your hips. And then folding down. Again, feels as a hamstring stretch. This class goes out to my runner friends who have tight legs, which also includes me. And I should have said your hands, if you can't see, can come to a block under your calf. If you had 2 blocks, you could do that. Maybe that feels a little even better. And then we're going to slowly come back to a runner's lunge. Up on the ball of that back foot. Strong core takes us to standing. Arms are tall. So you exhale, let the left arm reach forward. The right goes behind you. So standing crescent lunge twist. Then as we inhale, we're going to straighten this front leg, reach the arms overhead. As we exhale, lunge and come back to that twist. So we're going to cycle through this a couple times. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, twist. Inhale to standing. Exhale, twist. And this time, as you come to standing, I'm going to step to the back of the mat. I cheated and narrowed my stance a little bit there, but you can do that next time. So we'll do our balance adventure on the other side this time. So left foot roots down. Right leg kickstands. Leg to your calf or up to the inside of your quad. Just not on the knee. Hands at heart center. Maybe they grow overhead. Then slowly that right knee into the chest. Extend to the center of the mat. Bend this left leg. Reach back. And then kicking. The chest goes down, dancer. And again, thinking about trying not to have this leg shoot out to the side. And then slowly releasing. And then our last step, left leg up, right leg over. Right arm tries to go under. Eagle. And then slowly you open up to that figure four shape. And try to sit back. And then slowly, whenever you're ready, that right leg shoots back. Hands are to the inside of your left leg. Foot turns to maybe 10 or 11. And then slowly, the forearms lower. Slowly walking the wrists beneath the shoulders. And toe heel back to the center line. take the counter stretch. So in this one, the toes are up, the sole of the foot is off the mat. And then slowly back to the center line, or back to kneeling. Flip the toes under, come up, inhale. Exhale, extend back, plant that foot, come up, get situated. And then as you exhale, you fold. And again, don't forget to breathe in these sort of static holding stretches. It's easy to do that, but you don't want to. And then slowly coming back to center, back to your normal runner's lunge. And we'll come up to standing inhale. The right is forward, left behind you. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Open. Inhale, center. And again, getting set for our big step to the back of the mat. Inhale, let's just take a standing ragdoll. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. And what would a class be without a crow? So if you want to find your way into your squat, hands are down, hips come up, gauge the core, can lean forward, lifting one leg, the other. Come up, have your balance. And then when you're ready, just finding your way back to your kind of fold, and then we'll just walk our hands to down dog. Take an inhale, lift the right leg up, bend the knee, open the hips. And then bring that right knee towards the right hand. The foot is crossing over. And then you can slowly lower the forearms to the ground. Maybe this right hip is up. You put a block under your leg or under that right hip. And again, it's easy to Lose that rhythm of your breath in these poses. Just kind of breathe shallow. Trying your best to not do that. Slowly starting to walk the wrists beneath the shoulders. And then uncurling that leg, tapping it out, shaking it out. Switching sides, the left leg lifts, bend the knee, opening, and then come forward. And slowly, the wrists walk beneath the shoulders. And we can find our way back to that three-legged dog, shaking it out, tapping it out. And then we'll just find our way to a seated position with the legs out in front of us. Just pressing down, spine is tall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. And then slowly come to a tall spine. I want us to bring the arms behind you. So fingers are just kind of tucking in right at the top of your glutes. The elbows are underneath you, and then just let the head fall back, coming into our fish pose. And then you can kind of uncurl that, bring the heels in towards the hips. You can just touch your feet with your fingertips. Press into the soles of your feet, lifting your hips to your spine. Arms can stay alongside of you. They can interlace beneath your lower back. And then slowly go ahead and lower. Get set to do one more of these back bends. Do another bridge. If you'd like to take a wheel, do that bridge or wheel. Let's inhale, come up. We'll hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering. Everyone will draw the knees into the chest, squeezing in. And reaching down to your feet, big toes or the inside arches. Finding your happy baby pose, gently rocking from side to side. And then when you're ready, releasing. If there's anything else you need to take before we find our Shavasana, feel free to do that. Otherwise, extending the legs long down the length of your mat. Arms are alongside, palms face up. We'll get set to release our Ujjayi breath. Big inhale through the nose, filling the belly, the rib cage all the way to the collarbones. Exhale, side out to the mouth. One more inhale, filling everything up. Exhale, releasing. Settling into your Shavasana. Relaxing your body. Relaxing your mind. Slowly starting to bring your awareness back, bringing movement to your fingers, to your toes. When you're ready, reaching your arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch, feeling all that length from your heels, the tips of your fingers. Drawing your knees to your chest, rolling to your right side. Using your arms to help press yourself up to a cross leg, seated position. Spine is tall, eyes are closed. Taking a moment to thank yourself for taking the time coming out today, caring for your body, for your mind. We'll bring our hands to our heart center to lead with a kind heart. Thumbs to our lips to speak kind words, to our third eye to think kind thoughts, respect to ourselves and to each other. I bow to you. Namaste. So thanks for coming out today, everyone. Hope you all had a good time. If you have any questions, I'll hang out a little bit. Otherwise, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend, and hope to see everyone again